Hello again there, folks. Haircut here. Last time we negotiated with Monokuma. Did I have to keep talking to you, Kyoko? So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our investigating doesn't mean that we can't work together in the end. I don't see it as us splitting up to cover up... I should see it just as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all of the doors in the school should have been unlocked, right? We should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit those places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I need to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So, that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Investigate. Guess I'll start by taking a look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation? Figure out who killed her. I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. No, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check, added to truth bullet section. Woo. Where should we start first then? Second floor, I guess. Go up the stairs. The gate's open. We can finally go to the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Yeah. Oh. This is the second floor of the dorms? Everything went to hell. Looks like some ancient ruins. Or more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up in here or something. That's what you think. Oh, I can't just look at the blood, huh? Blown up doors! Bathroom. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in there. You're a wuss, Makoto. This sure is a boys' bathroom. There's fish. For some reason. Whoops. Okay. There's nothing in here. Absolutely nothing. There's a giraffe? Oh. Giraffe. We're not going to mention the giraffe. Okay. This sure is a locker room. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been Hope Peak's students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. That's the assumption. Metal plate. There are metal plates mounted to the lockers. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Monokuma coins. Woo! I gotta spend those. Can't imagine any way to get into this locker. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Well, you're no fun. I wonder if I can open this locker. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you open the locker. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers on the locker doors on the second floor of the school. And you use your e-handbook to open those. So what does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran the card across the reader, and then... bzzz, no luck. Maybe the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. None of us can do it? Okay, we can't open these, so there's really nothing to do in here. Yeah, metal plate. Okay, we're leaving. Oh. Can I look at whatever this is? Nope, that's just the locker again. Okay, there's nothing in here. Well, nothing we can do anything with. Blasts. Door. Comfy looking room. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It's more like an adult atmosphere.
Correct.
This is the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Can I look around first? I didn't want to immediately look at the door. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is this some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? Makoto.
So...
There's a gap here, but it's not just a normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out of it. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it.
However...
But that's where I ended up getting stuck, which is the regret I mentioned. Well, can I look around at all? Desk. Desk is home to a computer. Must have belonged to the headmaster. Monokuma coins. Yay. I guess that's really about all I can look at, huh? Computer screen. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Okay, fine.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some research left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair?
However...
There's more of it. There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
Words.
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points out to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best you could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair! Added to the truth bullet section. Okay, let's talk to Kyoko. Think I know now how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. We also know that it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, there's not really enough to go on.
It's true.
I'll look through all this paperwork, all of the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, it's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. If Kyoko can't figure it out, no way I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. Dots. I'm sure she hadn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Gonna do the thing! You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if it's not that, that might just hurt Kyoko even more. Well,
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, there goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. Typed her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, as I finished typing it in. Door opening noises? Oh, yeah, that's what that was. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked! She does not know how to feel. Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Yeah? She wanted to think her dad didn't give half a crap. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Eats a Bax. The present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Yeah, we'll look at that in a minute. Thing. I better check out the suspicious present. Fine. Never let me do what I want. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? Do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Don't just scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm gonna open it! Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. That's sure how you open boxes, Makoto. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside, and... She told you not to scream. Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh yeah, that's a dead guy. Bastard Skelly, as James A. Janice would say. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to see in such a bright, joyful box. I get why. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Can I look at other things now? No. What's up? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there are bones in there! Human bones! Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. It's just, I had a feeling it would be his body. But that's pretty much the same thing! A dead guy in a box! My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or, at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? It was. The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How could you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only option, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption, anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I had to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up on some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did knowing it was something that a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Will she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present added to the truth bullet section. Hey, dead body. What was in the box? It was all wrapped up all nice, so I never would have guessed what was inside. Human bones! Sure is human bones. Desk. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all of the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? But it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. Is it like a skeleton key? I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk. It's a handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster, so it's a skeleton key. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But, Kyoko...
I
don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then, I guess I'll take it. Dots. Is it really okay? She said you could, it's fine.
Headmaster's e-handbook truth bullet section.
Oh look, a photo. Huh? This picture. Small bab and faceless man. It's all faded. Must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko! Gasp.
Why would you...
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free from the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what did you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was little. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Yes. Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster added to the truth bullet section.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? Now? What is your favor? Damn it. Kyoko. Let me do the thing. Right, I need to... There we go. I clicked before and it didn't frickin' react. What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before that the relationship you had, you told me about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul, but... Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. I'm not saying it. I know y'all are thinking it. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. And I'll see you later. Yeah, she needs a minute to compose herself. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must be a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Dead guy Perez. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. He sure is.
The one leading Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the file, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
We were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... Man, can we stop pulling up things that happened not that long ago? God damn.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, and all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
15 of us met in the mail hall. You mean the main hall? Did you mean to put mail? Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16, and including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Yup. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the only ones still left alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Agakure, as I always call him by his last name, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only 6 people are still alive, then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. It just has to be. I don't think there's anything else in here we can look at. So let's just leave. Let's look around here. Can we look in anything here? Door. This sure is a room. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, that was the door. Bed. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even a bed anymore, it's just garbage. I mean, aside from the blood on it, it does not look torn up. I don't know what you're talking about. I headed to the door. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Well done. I mean, you can still pee on a pile of rubble, Makoto. I know you didn't ask. Okay, we're done here. Fancy. Oh, hey, Byakuya. This is the headmaster's room. I heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Yep, it sure is Byakuya. Stuff. There are trophies and even a shield on display in the case. Books. bookshelf is well made and is filled with files and thick books. Oh,
Come
no.
on, not possible.
Are you ignoring me? Do you think I'll forgive you where you're
Such
going?
ignorance.
When we get out of here, I'll remember this month. Chill, bruh! I hit the wrong button. So needy, aren't you, Byakuya? Files on the floor. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Why? Thing.
Come on.
Bruh, okay, calm down, Byakuya. Byakuya doesn't appreciate I was looking at things and not him. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Sure. What do you want to show me? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on the top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78, student registry. It contains profiles of all of us, and Mukuro.
So, in other words,
Apparently, class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it mentioned class 78. It must be where Kyoko got that... This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words,
There can be no doubt, Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in such a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro than that we still didn't have. Man, sometimes y'all say stuff
So
after
in
this, and
other
sometimes you don't. What kind of What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? No. Seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I
interesting.
don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly. In the background, an entity floats close and out of reach, the entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure of this in a single person. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I had a bad feeling about all of this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have been through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean that Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. Maybe they would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5'7", 97 pounds. It even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Sure. Vitals. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... there's a chance that the body isn't Mukuro? Is that what he's trying to say? Personally, what I'm thinking is all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all
Oh,
clear
that was
now.
Byakuya. That's all I'm trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile added to the triplet section. Oh, and one last thing. There's a bit of advice from me, so I suggest you pay attention. Ugh. Makoto, you will always be Byakuya's little errand boy. That's never gonna change. You're his pet stupid. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
At the cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Yeah, you've been wrong the last few times there, Byakuya, so... Plus MDV Student Registry, apparently that's us, has profiles of me and everyone I met at the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro is apparently a student at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba. Part of the Ultimate Despair, which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies, but then... why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they... friends? I think friends is a strong word. Okay, bye Byakuya. Okay, there's a data center. Data center.
Hey,
Hi,
Makoto.
Hina.
Ah, Makoto! Are you here to look around too?
Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that should mean this one is open too, right?
But
Although I can't bring myself to open it.
So you're still useless.
Because it might explode, right? And that would really suck. So you open it.
I'm sure she didn't mean it, but it made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. I mean, maybe. Maybe she does. Maybe she wants you to get blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it.
Oh, wait, let me take cover first. I just don't want to get exploded.
I would love for you to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. Threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Yeah. Oh. This is the Monokuma room. Because it controls Monokuma. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was...
Wow, this place is totally sci-fi.
yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Do I have to talk to you first?
what the heck?
I mean, every part of the school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but
Just a second.
this place is like #1 gross in a whole different league of creepy.
Why? What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it.
Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Why are we saying cockpit so much? Could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons.
hold on, you can't just do or whatever or something with something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push?
I'm not totally sure, but I think it was this button. The button that says Data Center.
Data center. I took a good look at the control panel. I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, it's right next door. The room that we're just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from behind over here.
Thanks, Hina. I really appreciate your support. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Oh, hey. Yo, is that Monokuma? How you doing, buddy? Hey!
Give me all your donuts!
Is that you, Hina?
What? Oh man, busted! How did you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
You don't even know what you're controlling?
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Hi, guess what I found? A self-destruction button!
Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man.
Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. Sure controls Monokuma. Hina, get the hell out of this room.
Whoa, hey Makoto! What the heck was that just now?
Monokuma.
Huh? What do you mean?
What you were just controlling now. It was Monokuma.
Monokuma? What, for real?
Yep, it looks like this panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all of those monitors. In other words,
Hey,
Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time.
Kyoko's theory was right.
But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means that they've been inside this school the whole time, right?
Yes. I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... Oh my god, the polarizing thing again.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
And the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way. Right? Monokuma's controller room, they added a truth bullet section.
What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making.
Oh, no, it's nothing.
Oh, okay.
What about you? Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set traps or something?
I can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true.
So, wanna leave soon? There's still a lot of other places to check out.
Yeah, good point. We can't waste all of our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going outside?
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, am I done hanging out with Hina? Click. Soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that?
Oh, the door, it just locked on its own.
What? My hand shot to grab the doorknob. Rattle, rattle. You're right, it's locked. But why? Oh, hey.
Of course it's locked. The data center is now restricted.
Monokuma!
just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around and restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
Then that room?
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So, right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
That doesn't make any sense. We were just in there. We didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
No way! The hatch on the floor?
Too bad. That was your big chance, and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch couldn't open from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there?
In fact, if you think back on when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Then, when I said we should leave...
Well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Okay.
Anyway, we don't have time to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left.
You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everybody what we found out here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
Got it.
Okay, see you later.
Yuna took off at full sprint. I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Whoa. Let's go into the biolab, shall we? Raw. Yep, we've never been in here before. Cold. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Cuz tarps. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Table. Is that a mortar on there? Mortar and pestle? Ugh, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Because of these. Some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side... Can we just... Yeah. What do you mean on the other side? Oh, just these. No? Oh. Something built in the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this in some kind of... seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean the biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Some kind of weird machine built into the wall. Only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right hand of the lights are off. They sure are. I did not mean to look at that again. Desk. Ah, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all of your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know that the automated system has been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body as fresh as a daisy as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Why would you need leather upholstery for a dead guy? This is the instruction manual for the fridge? Well, if I'm looking around, I think I get it. Seems clear to me now. This is some kind of makeship morgue. They're dead guys. Biolab secret. What about those lights in each slot? Yep, those are occupied. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which means inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... Yep, that's where dead bodies are. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. You sure don't. I think that's all there really is to do here. Do I need to look at these? This is one of the fridges that they put in the dead bodies, and I've seen them in crime shows and stuff. They're all in this little room? Okay, that's it for that. We need to go to the dojo. And the garden. We need to go to both of those, right? Hey, Toko. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Well, she said it. Am I so disgusting that you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not a single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Motoko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone goes out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. No one's gonna say that. Master will. Yeah, probably. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that! I'm sick of always being looked down on! Why won't anyone accept me? Because you're very angry. Well, I don't think there's any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Frustrated Toko noises? Yeah, you have fun in there, I guess. I'm gonna go across the way. Have fun, Toko. I don't know what to do about you. Here we are again. Is a Gakure in here? Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body... It's not here? Oh. It sure isn't. Well, now what? Do we leave? Monokuma flower, is it true? Does it eat plastic and people? I don't think it's related to the case. Do I just leave? There's more I need to check around here. Okay, fine. Chicken coop! There's still just 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'm kind of terrified if there were more than that. That would be a little weird if a new one suddenly popped up. Sprinkler control panel. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning. Monokuma said that the time positively cannot be changed. Oh, I guess the tool shed, yeah. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed? Better check just to be sure. Why would it be in there? Oh look, it sure isn't. I didn't find anything close to a dead body. Clearly, they just got mulched and made into soil. But if it's not here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But the corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I gotta look into it. Yeah, tarp. The killer used this tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp in the corner of the tarp. It says biolab? And this originally came from the biolab? Tarp has been added to the book section. Okay, I know really nothing else in here to look at. since we have that thing, the headmaster's handbook, maybe we can go in here now. I've kind of forgot about the lockers. I wonder if I can open this locker. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. Card key. After all, it's pretty similar. You have to use your e-handbook, so does that mean we'll just give it a try? Took out my handbook, then. Okay. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook that I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Oh, Makoto, just do it. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... beep. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. Stuff. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably had organization problems in every part of their life. Doesn't this kind of crap look familiar? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in here in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I assume that whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakure. This is our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a different number of notes of a variety of classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. We were all sucked into this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook?
Locker notebooks is added in the truth belt section.
Well, what do you think of this random occult stuff? This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he would ever use this locker. It's just not possible. Well, let's open this one. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Alright. Beep. Single thing. This thing is practically empty. But it's not. It's a thing. There's just one thing. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. Could be important. I don't think I'm violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Or I don't like that I'm violating the owner's privacy. Looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been very meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I saw a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. Gasp. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happened to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe. To keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. As for the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had told me to say. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. I know exactly who this pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what's it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't seen her father since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? What does it mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my head just started spinning that much faster. Makoto, why is there a washing machine in your brain? When I looked at it, like the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could it possibly make any sense? It said despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. That's what it said in the notebook.
Locker pocketbook's banana entry this section.
But the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, I mean, they belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems to belong to Hiro, a pocketbook that seems to belong to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. Oh, ding dong bing bong.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
I guess.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? He's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Well, let's... Hi, Hagakure. Oh, hey, Hiro. Makoto! Why are you acting so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did. Actually, I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hiro, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Would you be surprised? It's just... There's just me. This'll probably be the last thing we do, and then it'll be time for the trial.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello! Welcome, hello! Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? Yes, that one. It must be... This must be the envelope. It's the only one that's around.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. And what I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of different faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who had come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba? Then this girl is... Yes. What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that... Oh. Gitaka being all, like, friendly with Sakura. And Toko's just in the back like she always is. But having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. And they're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Well, a few people aren't. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not here, or not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember even taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... could it be everyone else? And just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way of standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out.
But...
I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would it be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field.
Oh, he's freaking out again. Guess that means he's done talking.
Damn it.
Group photos been added to the section.
I guess that's it. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Wah, wah. Are we gonna get another ding dong bing bong? How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put a fake photo just to confuse me? No. Why would he do that? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear this all up. No, I have to clear this all up. We're still going, huh? Yo, Byakuya. I have a thing to show you. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Oh. Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. Why is he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got in there was her, passed out. Again. Huh? Toko! Girl, what were you doing? Toko, are you okay? No, no, she's not dead, is she? No. Hi, Jack.
It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch a cold.
If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
What? I was asleep? Nah, I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
No? Then what? I'm bothered.
No. Okay, so why did you pass out?
I don't know. Last thing I remember, I was just waking up there just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose?
Oh, that's right, your memory stops in each time you switch.
Bingo bazinga! We share the basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. Don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Even if she forgets something, I totally remember. It's like a double the memory.
No, it's more like half. Genocide Jack's memories, man, the truth boat section.
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat.
There's a fucking mosquito flying around in front of my monitor, and every time I look up at it, it's gone. I don't know. I'm sure Bianchi's around here somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes, by himself?
I assume so.
I knew it, I totally knew it! I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master!
God, Jack, you're killing me.
Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Bye, Jack. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Well, this drawer is open. The fridge, it's open! But I'm sure they were all shut the last time I was here. Is that Kyoko? That must be why she passed out? Yep.
Right.
She faints so easily.
Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it?
Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry I made you worry.
No, you don't have to apologize.
But listen, about this room.
Oh, yeah,
It would
it's
seem
It's a morgue.
yeah.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and... well, there you have it.
You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
Oh yeah, I forgot Toko was just launch. But homicidal, instead of just aggressive.
It would seem
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there...
That's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything gotta be so difficult with her?
anyway.
Anyway, we should close it up. We don't want to leave it hanging open like that.
Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this.
Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should just wait a second before closing it.
Huh? How come?
Because Mukuro's body is in here.
What?
It would seem
Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the
I
fridge?
see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial.
Mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body.
Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail.
Okay, so what should I do?
so then.
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished.
Just wait over there? That's it? Oh, okay. Where is over there? I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. Oh, yeah. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something.
What is it?
It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer.
Huh? Why not?
Because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer.
That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the Mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. He was talking about... Kyoko said... Because he was just like, yeah, the left lights aren't on.
It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied, so then someone's in there. Blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Biolab lights in the truth bullet section. Oh yeah, I looked at the tarps again. Ah, it's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed.
And if I remember, that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. It sure did. And that's the tarp that was used to camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone must have got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Tarp!
Whew.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. It seems to be highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of them were the fatal injury, right? Then, what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time through the body, The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had been struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other old wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
Oh, the Monokuma file says that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However,
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But all we got is the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least several days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly you can allow it as one of many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they
In
can.
other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of those possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. Yeah, Makoto would never be a good detective. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Kyoko's account has been added to its bullet section.
hey,
So if there's anything else you would like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Tell me about the things. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. The vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that all right? You remembered all that? They were indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed,
don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Our victim in this case, without a doubt, is Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going, it's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard of the phrase, reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that. It really is quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook that I found in the locker. If I don't do it now... Boy, just freaking do it. Hey, Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask. Go ahead then, out with it. Have you not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all the lockers on the second floor of the dorms? I do, yes. But to get into the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to open them using the emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner would be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belonging to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you said makes perfect sense, but there's something written inside. It's about the headmaster, about your father.
What?
Gasp.
If that's true...
Could that mean the video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers, right now. I need to confirm what you said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
It won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll make sense. A DVD? But it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews?
So...
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have any time to explain exactly what I think it means, so watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us has ever been before. None of this makes any sense. But I guess that means there's some important clues on this DVD. Interview DVD has been added to the Truth Code section. Oh, and now it's my turn. You have a second to listen to me ramble. Ramble?
In other words...
As it turns out, the arrangements I made don't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find any answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with fire determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness. So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know he had suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So, that's for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all we can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. Better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. Should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. You gonna run away from me too, Hannah? So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you.
Makoto! Sorry, I gotta go!
What? Ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Nah, why? Why won't you talk to me? Oh no! Makoto is a reject. Wow. Should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have been a few seconds. But to me it felt like an eternity, and then all of a sudden, an image appeared. There's Sayaka. Sayaka? Took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was from the man positioned in one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much.
Dots.
Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
I don't remember her voice.
You want me to just accept that?
Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of their life in this school?
I accept.
What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I knew how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video I had thought finished flashed back onto screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Oh look, it's you! Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed to be a fairly normal conversation. But I, in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like
Now,
this.
Shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. And there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. She looks as stupid as she always does. They all said they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... is it the dead people? Oh, there's Kyoko. Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and then when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't the monitor, the DVD player itself had completely turned off. Which, of course, meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. Yeah, that's usually what happens. What the heck just happened? Oh, hey.
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service.
What? It happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anytime, anywhere. That's what failure is, right?
Thanks for that. Failure my ass, you cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it would just be more of the same. He asked them the question, and they all would say yes. I couldn't help myself, I just let out a huge, exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a
It would
disconnect.
seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
But what made you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
A convenient outcome. Something that seems to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have they all forgotten? Or...
Interview DVD has been added to the truth section.
Oh, ding dong bing bong.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Maniacal giggling. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all of our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Whoa. Had to give me one last despair, so I have to frickin' sit here and count them again. Okay, next one may very well be the last episode. It's gonna be a long one, because one, it's a class trial, and two, it's the last class trial. So yeah, like, subscribe, and all that noise. I'll see you in the next one, folks. Later.
Boop, 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 boop.